Hi there, my name is Zahid Haq, and I want to thank you for watching my presentation for King 552, Soccer is for Everyone. Okay, so my inspiration and focus of study are partially blind soccer players. This interest was sparked by a documentary called Football is for Everyone by James Owen, who's the son of ex-professional England football player Mark Lowen. His son James, who has Stargardt disease, which is a condition that affects his central vision, deeply moved me by showcasing the resilience and determination of athletes with visual impairments in soccer. Despite the challenges that they face, their spirit and passion for the game remains unshaken. My study focuses on identifying and analyzing the psychological factors that physical activity and performance in this unique population over an 8-week period. I aim to understand how factors like motivation, self-efficacy, and social support influence engagement and success in sports. And I'm going to do this by delving into the psychological aspects of this, and I hope to uncover insights that can help improve their experience and performance on the field. This choice not only reflects my British heritage, where soccer is more than just a sport. Well, it's more than just a sport. It's a way of life. But it's also a commitment to my holistic approach to wellness. I believe that resilience and the ability to overcome challenges are crucial in both sports and life. And understanding these athletes' journeys aligns with my personal values and professional goals. Although it's not directly connected with my career aspirations, the study holds personal significance. Both my wife and I are planning to open a wellness center, and our mission is to support a diverse range of clients. By understanding the psychological needs of partially blind athletes, I may not be directly applying this knowledge in my career, but it will enrich my perspective and enhance our ability to provide a more compassionate and inclusive environment at our center. We aim to create a space where everyone, regardless of their challenges, can thrive and achieve their full potential. So through the research, the peer-reviewed research that I have conducted, found a number of peer-reviewed sources for this, surprisingly, as I didn't think a lot of people had heard of partially blind soccer. The first researcher, or first source, Gomez et al., they showed a critical relationship between burnout, sleep quality, and mental health among elite blind soccer players, and how these factors impact their performance. Recent studies have highlighted that managing sleep and mental health is crucial for maintaining high performance levels. This is particularly relevant for partially blind soccer players, as the psychological well-being directly influences both the cognitive functions and the physical abilities on the field. One case study examines how chronic stress and poor sleep quality can lead to burnout, which significantly affects an athlete's performance. These findings, they do suggest that addressing these issues through interventions like sleep hygiene, education, relaxation techniques, and mental health support can help mitigate the risks of burnout. By focusing on the specific needs of blind athletes, this study offers practical strategies for improving their overall well-being and performance. Coaches and support staff can use these insights to develop comprehensive wellness programs that address both physical and psychological aspects of training and competition. And this ensures that partially blind soccer players can perform at their best while maintaining their health and well-being. In addition to this, Vayans, a system that he did, Vayans and Vital, they did do a systematic review which delved into the psychological factors influencing talent development in football or soccer, such as motivation, self-efficacy, and environment influences. For partially blind soccer players, understanding these factors is essential for creating an inclusive and supportive training environment. The review also emphasizes the importance of a supportive environment and psychological resilience, providing practical insights into how coaches and support staff can foster a positive psychological climate. This includes goal setting, positive feedback, and creating a culture of psychological safety within the team. By addressing both the individual and social aspects of psychological development, these insights help partially blind athletes build resilience, maintain motivation, and achieve their full potential. Lastly, another important review by Williams and Riley systematically examines the effectiveness of psychological skills training programs in soccer. This review highlights the significance of psychological skills like goal setting, visualization, and self-talk in improving performance, particularly for partially blind soccer players. These skills are vital as they help players develop strategies to cope with their specific challenges, enhances their overall performance, and the study also underscores the need for personalized training programs tailored to the individual psychological profiles of athletes, which can help them mentally with their mental resilience and improve their ability to perform under pressure. So by integrating the psychological skill training into regular practice sessions, coaches can empower partially blind players to reach their highest potential on the field. So in conclusion to these peer-reviewed sources, the studies collectively show a comprehensive framework for understanding and addressing unique psychological and physical needs of partially blind players. And by applying these evidence-based strategies, we can help these athletes not only succeed in their sport, but also maintain their overall health and well-being. There's other peer-reviewed research that I found, and I'll just briefly go through them. There's a systematic review by Abdullah and colleagues who examine the psychological factors such as anxiety, stress, motivation, and coping mechanisms in soccer and football players, or soccer players, for partially blind soccer players. And managing anxiety and stress, which was particularly crucial as they may face unique challenges on and off the field. The review also emphasizes the importance of comprehensive psychological support, group cohesion, and social support within the team. By integrating psychological skills training such as stress management and motivation enhancement into regular sessions, coaches can significantly improve the performance and well-being of these athletes. Additionally, a review by Furtado, Salgado, and Albuquerque, they explored the factors affecting short passing abilities in soccer, which include motivation and mental fatigue. The study also highlighted or highlights how these psychological factors can impact passing accuracy and consistency, which are obviously vital for game performance, and particularly for partially blind soccer players. Understanding these elements is essential for designing a tailored training program that addresses both the physical and psychological needs. So the impact of physical environment, social environment, and family culture. So if we consider the physical environment first, the supportive environments with tailored facilities and adaptive equipment can significantly enhance motivation and reduce anxiety for these athletes. However, when facilities are inadequate or they're not accessible, it can increase stress and lower arousal levels, ultimately hindering their performance. The social environment plays a crucial role. A supportive social environment, including understanding peers and coaches, fosters psychological safety, boosts motivation, and reinforces positive behavior. On the flip side, a lack of understanding or negative attitudes from new teammates or coaches can elevate stress and anxiety and reduce the player's overall performance. And finally, family culture also has a profound effect or impact. When families offer support and encouragement, it can significantly boost self-efficacy and motivation, thus providing a strong foundation for resilience. Conversely, family pressure or lack of support can increase stress and anxiety, and negatively affecting arousal and motivation levels. So understanding these factors is vital for creating environments that allow partially blind soccer players to thrive both mentally and physically. Okay, so the application to support partially blind soccer players. By implementing the adaptive facilities and equipment, we can reduce stress and anxiety, which in turn improves arousal and motivation levels, as research by Gomez et al. Creating a supportive social environment is also crucial, fostering a culture of psychological safety within teams through positive reinforcement, goal setting, and encouraging peer support can significantly enhance the mental and emotional well-being of these athletes, as researched by Vyans et al. In 2008. So leveraging family culture plays an essential role as well. By engaging the families in the training process, we can reinforce motivation and provide emotional support that help players manage stress and build resilience. Finally, tailored psychological intervention is key to improving performance under pressure. Incorporating psychological skill training such as visualization, self-talk, and stress management techniques can help athletes maintain their composure and excel during competition. By applying these evidence-based strategies, we can create an environment that supports both physical and psychological needs of partially blind soccer players. And that obviously will help them perform at their best levels. So the barriers to psychological growth in partially blind soccer players. There are some key challenges that partially blind soccer players face, which can impact their psychological well-being and performance. First, the lack of accessibility in terms of inadequate facilities and equipment can severely hinder their motivation, increase the stress levels, limiting opportunities for psychological growth, as researched by Williams and Riley in 2000. The social stigma is another significant barrier. Negative attitudes or lack of understanding from peers and coaches can lead to decreased self-efficacy, increased anxiety, and reduced participation in the sport. Inconsistent support systems also play a role. Limited support from family or an inconsistent coaching approach can result in increased stress and reduced resilience, which impedes psychological development. And lastly, chronic stress and burnout are critical issues. Persistent stress due to high demands or poor sleep can lead to burnout, which negatively affects the cognitive function as well as the overall mental well-being. So an overview of key factors impacting blind soccer players. It's important to emphasize the importance of the physical conditioning for partially blind soccer players. Maintaining a high performance and reducing injury risk is integral to the success on the field. And given the reliance on non-visual cues, physical conditioning is essential for executing plays effectively. However, these athletes do face significant challenges, apart from the obvious. Limited access to adaptive training facilities and equipment can hinder their ability to maintain cardiovascular and muscular endurance. Visual impairments can also make it more difficult to sustain the rigorous physical demands of playing soccer. And to overcome these challenges, it's crucial to implement a customized training program that focuses on endurance, strength, and flexibility. The collaboration with sports medicine professionals for program design and regular assessments is essential, as Gulick in 2014 points out. Additionally, providing accessible fitness facilities with adaptations like tactile markers and audible cues can make a significant difference in the training experience. Peer-reviewed research also shows the critical importance of the psychological well-being for partially blind soccer players, as mentioned before. So maintaining focus, managing stress, ensuring overall emotional well-being, which are all central to their success on and off the field. So addressing these factors is vital for helping athletes overcome anxiety and social stigmas associated with visual impairment. However, these athletes do face significant challenges. They are more susceptible to stress, anxiety, and depression due to inherent difficulties with living with visual impairment. Additionally, the potential for social isolation can also further affect their mental well-being. And to address these challenges, it's essential to provide access to psychological support, counseling tailored specifically for visually impaired athletes. Incorporating mindfulness and relaxation techniques can also manage stress and improve mental resilience, as researched by Jarzma et al. In 2014 and Kaufman et al. In 2009. Pennis and Pollard also suggest that regular group counseling sessions are also crucial, as they foster peer support and allow athletes to share coping strategies. So additional key factors impacting blind soccer players. Fostering a strong social environment for partially blind soccer players is crucial. A sense of belonging and camaraderie, obviously within the team, not only enhances motivation but also plays a crucial role in maintaining mental health. It also helps reduce feelings of isolation and significantly boosts one's self-esteem. However, these athletes can often face challenges such as lack of understanding or empathy from peers, coaches, or the broader community. Social stigmas can make it difficult to build strong supportive networks, which are essential to their overall well-being. And to overcome these challenges, it's vital to develop a strong team culture that emphasizes inclusion and mutual support. So organizing team building activities and workshops can further strengthen team bonds. Additionally, engaging, again, families, and which is a pretty consistent theme throughout this presentation, where it's important to have the family involvement and community involvement through inclusive events and outreach programs, which can create a broader support system. There is a paramount importance of having adequate resources and facilities for partially blind soccer players, and the quality of training and competitive opportunities is directly influenced by the availability of specialized resources. Ensuring that these athletes can compete on a level playing field is essential for their success and the growth in the sport. However, there are significant challenges, not limited to all these, but the limited availability of specialized equipment and facilities tailored to visually impaired athletes. That is a big, major barrier. Additionally, the funding or lack of sponsorship or lack of funding for necessary resources also further complicates the situation. And to address these challenges, it's crucial to establish partnerships with organizations that support visually impaired individuals to secure needed resources. By conducting advocacy and awareness programs can also attract sponsors and public support, as researched by Ponchilla et al. In 2005. Moreover, ensuring continuous access to expert coaching and specialized training programs is vital for the ongoing development of these partially blind athletes. So our mission, mine and my wife's mission, is deeply rooted in the sacred teachings of both the Quran and the Bible, which is the fundamental backgrounds that have morally guided both me and my wife. They've guided us to honor the divine gift of health by nurturing the mind, body, and spirit. We're both committed to preventing harm and promoting wellness, recognizing that our bodies are temples to be cared for with reverence, and inspired by the call to do good and to help those in need. So we strive to provide compassionate care and support to all, especially the vulnerable and the sick. In the Quran, it teaches us, or we are reminded, that not to throw yourselves with your own hands into destruction, and to do good. Indeed, Allah loves the doers of good, as quoted in the Quran, verse 2, 195. And similarly, the Bible teaches us that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit. Therefore, honor God with your bodies, as mentioned in Corinthians 6:19, 20. Through our holistic approach, we aim to create a sanctuary of healing and love where every individual is empowered to achieve the fullest potential in health and well-being. We believe that carrying each other's burdens, as stated in Galatians 6:2, and providing for the need, as highlighted in the Quran 76 verse 8, that we fulfill our divine purpose. And the motivation behind our mission statement is rooted in a commitment to interfaith harmony, drawing on shared values from both the Quran and the Bible. This approach promotes unity and inclusivity and ensures that our wellness practice resonates with people from diverse backgrounds. We emphasize holistic health because we believe in the sacredness of the body, motivating us to focus on comprehensive care that nurtures physical, mental, spiritual well-being. The holistic approach ensures that we address the whole person and not just the symptoms. So trying to find a root cause for the problem and not trying to put band-aids on the problem that will never go away. So our mission also prioritizes compassionate service, encouraging us to help the sick and needy with a spirit of kindness and empathy. And we strive to foster a community centered on support and healing where everyone feels cared and valued, or cared for and valued. Lastly, our work is inspired by faith, providing a strong moral foundation that gives our efforts deeper purpose. So this alignment with our higher calling of service and compassion drives us to make a meaningful difference in the lives of those we serve. So one of the key takeaways from my recent learning experience in these last 8 weeks is the profound understanding of how psychological principles such as motivation, resilience, and social support critically impact the well-being and performance of individuals, especially in vulnerable populations like partially blind soccer players. Moving forward, I am committed to applying these principles to create more effective and personalized wellness programs. The highlight or AI highlight of this journey was the emphasis on the interdisciplinary approach. This course definitely reinforced the importance of integrating physical, mental, and social aspects of health, which will be central to my work in developing a holistic care strategy that addresses all facets of well-being. As I continue my learning, I'm particularly focused on exploring behavioral change strategies, understanding how to effectively encourage long-term health improvements in diverse populations, and something that I'm eager to dive deeper into. So in conclusion, the last 8 weeks researching my target group and the course, they've equipped me with valuable tools and insights that will guide my approach to creating a wellness center that truly serves and uplifts every individual who walks through our doors. So that is the end of my presentation. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch it. And yep, I've enjoyed the course thoroughly. And yeah, I'll leave it there. Thank you.